The Ministry of Labour and Social Security carrying out measures to facilitate key priority areas such as protection of vulnerable groups, increased workplace productivity, and ensuring a safe and healthy work environment.
We are going for it, and with all hands on deck, we will achieve our goal of bolting the foundation for lasting prosperity through dignity and respect. One area in which we will be focusing a great deal of attention over the next 3 years is the business of productivity.
The Ministry of Labour, through the Jamaica Productivity Centre, JPC, will be ramping up its public education campaign to build an awareness of how productivity contributes to sustainable economic growth.
The JPC will also be assisting individuals, firms, and organizations to become more productive through training and technical support. A strong emphasis will be placed on the adoption or adaptation of innovation as a driver of productivity.
The JPC is receiving technical advice and training over the next 2 years from a quality and productivity expert provided by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. Steps are being taken to assist job seekers, employers, and the general public to secure employment and access to related services.
This will be undertaken through the Electronic Labour Exchange Unit. Since April 2017, approximately 1,092 persons have been placed in local employment by the unit. This represents an increase of 20.5% over the previous year.
To improve the employability of our youth, the Ministry conducted 66 employability skills training sessions over the last financial year and intends to carry out 77 sessions in the 2018-2019 financial year. On the overseas employment market, 15,914 Jamaicans were placed in the United States and Canada in the last financial year. Of note are 69 women recruited for the U.S. Agricultural Program and 159 cane cutters who were placed in Florida.
Through our liaison service in the United States and Canada, we are working to secure more jobs and, importantly, the welfare of our workers. We are also in discussion with the Dalhousie University, who has offered to assist us in the training of farm workers to ensure that they are better equipped to work on Canadian farms.
Following the announcement of an increase in the national minimum wage and the minimum wage for industrial security guards, approval was granted by the House of Representatives on July 24. Effective August 1, the national minimum wage was increased from $6,200 to $7,000. At the same time, security guards' minimum pay for a 40-hour work week moved from $8,854 to $9,700.
We have taken into account the stability of the Jamaican economy, the rate of inflation, and the economic circumstance of the workers, as well as the ability of the employers to absorb an increase.
On the matter of resolving employment conflicts,
I'm pleased to report that during the 2017-2018 financial year, the Ministry was able to resolve 70% of the reported industrial disputes. We will be further strengthening the industrial relations machinery through a series of seminars and workshops for labour officers to expand and improve the Ministry's capacity to respond to issues affecting workers and employers alike.
Another area of priority for the Ministry of Labour is the Occupational Safety and Health OSH Act, which was tabled last financial year. Ahead of its passage, government will be undertaking capacity building, sensitization awareness program, and a continued dialogue with the Labour Advisory Council. The proposed OSH Act requires employers to have trained personnel in occupational safety and health and ensure that their establishments meet required certification.
It will guarantee safe and healthy places of work. It will enhance productivity. It will put us on par with international standards. It will give us a competitive edge, and certainly it will draw investors to our shores. Social protection is central to our mission in the Ministry, and we're pursuing several initiatives to provide adequate coverage to our citizens.
Among them, the revised National Policy for Senior Citizens that was tabled in Parliament as a Green Paper in February 2018, a 20% increase in National Insurance Scheme benefits effective April 1, 2018, and the funeral grants moving from $80,000 to $90,000 on August 1. Persons with disabilities continue to receive financial assistance from the government in areas such as grants, education and training, medical expenses, and income-generating projects. Additionally, 65 persons benefited from the Economic Empowerment Grant of over $7 million, and
approximately $24 million has been allocated in 2018-2019 financial year to provide support for persons with disabilities. We continue to ensure that persons with disabilities are protected and can enter the job market with dignity and respect, either as entrepreneurs or employees.
Turning to the Program of Advancement through Health and Education PATH, a budget of $8.4 billion has been allocated to support 360,000 Jamaicans. The benefits were increased by 30% in June 2018 for all categories of beneficiaries. On the matter of child labor, on June 26, the Ministry, in conjunction with the U.S. Department of Labor, launched the implementation of the Country-Level Engagement and Assistance to Reduce Child Labor Project, CLEAR 2.
Through this project, we will be receiving technical assistance to review existing legislation, finalize the national policy on child labor, and to revise a national action plan on child labor.
Further to this, the Ministry will be implementing a risk identification model aimed at identifying areas and sectors with high probability of child labor and to create vulnerability maps.
This will allow us to interrupt the trajectory of child labor once and for all.
Jamaica has a Tier 1 rating by the ILO for its efforts in reducing child labor.
We are confident that the work we have been doing over the past 2 years is strategically poised to secure a platform for a better Jamaica, one in which we are bolting the foundation for lasting prosperity through dignity and respect for all.